Hello everyone, it's Thief with a very brief message before the episode begins. First off, thank you to all the commentators who have been sharing their thoughts about the episodes and your excitement for the show. Your excitement has us excited and we appreciate you so much. Secondly, February will mark the 1-year anniversary of the podcast, so make sure to listen fully to the end of episode 18, which comes out on February 4th. That's the end of episode 18 on February 4th. Welcome back to Dices and Dexes. Last time, Adrian, Desmond, and Jorah were in the middle of their security work for SAR Lumber when they were called to help the tree-cutting operations deep team within the forest of Route 36. Arriving on site, the three trainers battled some Pokemon that were attacking the caravan of tree harvesters, and they stepped in to help the other security trainers who were fighting as well. As the battle wore on, Adrian recognized the trainers as the three Pokemon thieves he and Desmond encountered at the PAWC maybe a week ago, and you accused SAR Lumber of hiring criminals, as well as wrongly cutting down the homes of Pokemon. As the Pokemon thieves fled, Adrian and Jorah stood up against SAR's logging operation, only for their pleas to fall on deaf ears, while Supervisor Nell ordered the continuation of the deforestation. Meanwhile, Desmond received a massive payday for staying by SAR's side during the matter, while Adrian and Jorah returned to Violet City defeatedly. Regrouping at the Pokemon Center, the group's discussion was cut short when the trainers realized they were being photographed by someone or something outside the Pokemon Center. Chasing down their target, Adrian, you caught up, knocked out the Sentret that was spying on you all, and now, with the Sentret unconscious, fainted on the ground of an alleyway in Violet City, a camera you find strapped to it. You all wonder, what is happening? So, Sentret lies unconscious in this alleyway. A small camera is strapped to its back, and luckily, thanks to a fortunate D20 roll, the camera did not break as Sentret fell when it was KO'd while trying to climb up to the rooftop. What do you all do?
Jorah will stomp up and just, okay. Did we get him?
Yes. Silky managed to stop him in his tracks. Jorah, I don't know how cameras work. Can you take a look at this?
Yes, of course.
See if it has any photos on it of us or other people. We may not be the only ones photographed.
Trust me, that's the first thing on my mind. Jorah will take the camera. And what kind of camera are we dealing with here?
We'll call it a computers check, I guess.
All right. I am proficient with computers. That is a 21.
This camera that you're holding, Jorah, is digital. You would be able to very easily navigate it and look at the pictures.
Oh, well, there's some good news from today. I will open up the photo album of the camera and see what pictures it's taken.
Yeah, Jorah, you start looking through this camera. All of the pictures are from today, actually. You see an early picture of a tree harvester. Actually, a yard full of them. Concrete yard. Looks like it was maybe taken early in the morning. You see another picture, this time from a different angle. An angle looking towards the entrance of the SAR complex, but it's from behind the entrance, from atop something, from a perch somewhere. And you see a large conkelder, a burly man next to it, and three people a little far away to identify. Looks like maybe it was a battle.
Would I be able to just kind of logic my way through and say this was our battle?
Unless there happened to be another group of trainers battling that morning at SAR Lumber, you can make any assumptions you wish. You also see, essentially, this photo album. It has pictures of both Edge Team and Deep Team operations. It has pictures of you, Desmond, Adrian, of BB, Cled, and Jet. Both supervisors, Harriet and Nell. It has pictures of the forest, just regular pictures, no harvesters, no nothing. Then it has pictures following that. Trees cut down, nests destroyed. Pokemon fleeing nests. An unconscious Ledian and an unconscious Parasect. Adrian and Jorah, both of you, blocking the Harvester's path. Desmond continuing to follow along the Harvesters.
Whoever's controlling this Centret, they've been watching us since before we even agreed to work with Sar Lumber. As I'm going to kind of point the camera to my friends and show them what I've been seeing, taking care to cover the lens of the camera just in case someone can activate this, like, remotely. Because I doubt Centret had the wherewithal to press the button.
Ce qui se passe?
Why would we be followed like this?
Who knows? I'm seeing a lot of photos of the forest both before and after, however. There is a chance, though I'll be honest, I don't want to believe it, that maybe whoever's taking these pictures is also working against Sar Lumber? Then again, without context, these pictures could mean anything.
Could I investigate Centret to see if there's any identification?
Go ahead, make an investigation check.
That is an 11.
Most Pokemon don't have dog tags or collars or anything like that. That's usually what the Pokeball is for. Centret is a similar case.
Would I know of a way to get it identified?
You would not, Adrian.
Okay. Do you all know where we can identify the owner of a Pokemon? We don't have its Pokeball here.
I would assume if we took it to the Pokemon Center, they might be able to do some sort of database search. I mean, when you catch a Pokemon, you have to get it registered in some way, right? Even if it's just an automated process.
Maybe. Maybe it dropped something while we were chasing after it. I want to look at in this alley or around the place where it was crawling up and see if there's anything it may have dropped.
Make another investigation check.
That is a 5.
Adrian, you're not finding anything. It's a regular alley. Heap's Pokeball is shaking, though.
He smells the trash. Jorah's gonna kind of look at the Centret and say, well, we can't rightly leave it here, even if it was potentially working against us. But I don't want it running off, so... And I will pull out a Pokeball that I have not touched. I need you to work with me just this once, as I'm going to send out Juice.
Okay. The laser atomizes Juice for the first time since Juice was caught. It has been, I believe, at least 3 days.
It's been a bit.
He comes out wearing a suit and tie.
Oh. You look very nice.
He reaches into a pocket in the suit and tie, and he pulls out a letter.
A letter, okay. Jorah will kind of kneel down in front of Juice and, is that for me?
He nods.
I will take the letter, and I will open it up, adjust my glasses a little bit.
You adjust your glasses in the middle of this alleyway. It's dark. It's hard to see.
It's real hard to see.
But make a perception check.
Make a perception check, okay. 11.
Good enough. It is a letter that reads, Dear Joe, it has been long since I've heard from you, but a few days ago this spinnerack arrived at my lab. I presume it is yours. It was very rambunctious when it first arrived, and I had to whip it into shape. You would do well not to leave your Pokemon left behind for so long. Take care, Professor Rowan.
Ah. I owe you an apology. I fold up the letter and I will kind of tuck it into my bag. And I do believe I owe you one as well, Juice. As Jorah will kind of bow his head. I apologize for not using you sooner. Going forward, I promise that I will try my best to include you in future adventures. Because if you're anything like the Ariados you traveled with, you will be quite powerful, and I'd like to have you with me.
He just nods, clicks and clacks his little pincer mouth. and then looks around the situation.
Wonderful.
He locks eyes with you, Desmond, remembering that he once fought you.
Desmond, Adrian, I'm sure you remember Juice.
Hello, Juice. I actually don't believe we've met so far. I'd like to wave hello.
Juice waves back, which is very weird. It's a very weird sight. It's a spinnerack with a suit and tie.
Nah, man, Rowan, Professor Rowan is different. He's just built like that.
Desmond is up against the opposite wall and says, "Oh, I remember Juice."
Desmond, make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, it's a 6.
A 6. Desmond, you're not sure, but you could have sworn he just furrowed his brow at you. You could swear he's going to hunt you.
I'm already afraid of him.
Jorah's just gonna look over and... I mean, I don't think it's that serious. Anyways, Juice, I need your help for a moment. I'm going to motion to the Sentret. Could you use String Shot on this Sentret in order to make it a bit easier to move around? I don't want it running away.
Make a Pokemon handling check with advantage.
Pokemon handling with advantage, thank you.
Thanks to the teaching moments that Professor Rowan provided.
We are looking at a 12.
A 12. I'm going to say that's good enough. As Juice fires off the string shot. Ooh, that's a... that's going to hit. A ring of flame will shoot down the alleyway and burn the string shot before it connects with Sentret. You will turn to the opposite end of the alleyway as this ring of flame shoots down past you all. And you see standing there a short, cream-furred dog holding a tail with a tip of red, and a woman standing next to it. And the woman says, "Hello, gentlemen. I suggest you put that Sentret down and return the camera. Forget you saw anything here." And a man will call out from above you all, from above the rooftop Sentret was crawling up towards, and will say, "She's right! You're surrounded! You don't have any other options!" And from the opposite end of the alleyway, so there's the first woman basically behind you guys, the man above you guys, a woman far ahead just is tossing a Pokeball up in the air and down repeatedly. Doesn't say anything, just tossing up and down.
Who are you all?
We're not answering that question.
Adrian, I feel like now is not a good time for questions.
I want to make an insight check into these people. Do they seem adversarial?
Make an insight check. Go for it.
That's a 19.
Yes, certainly adversarial. The man above sounded angry. The woman ahead of you, who's tossing the Pokeball, definitely is doing it as like a back off or we're gonna have a battle on our hands. The woman behind you is making a demand, not a request.
Would we recognize any of the voices, particularly the guy above us?
You can make a history check if you'd like.
I would. Because something tells me we made an enemy earlier. How does a 13 strike you?
You recognize none of their voices.
So, I assume the Sentret is yours then?
Just hand back the camera and hand back the Sentret. That's all you need to know, says the man from above you all.
Why were you taking pictures? Not just of us, but of SAR Lumber in general.
That is our business, says the woman who was behind you all. The man above will shout right after her and will say, "We're taking him down!" And the woman at the back of the alley will just go, "Ignore my colleague. He has a bigger mouth than his brain knows what to do with. But I won't say it again. Hand the Sentret back. Give us the camera. And forget you saw anything here tonight." As she says that, her left hand motions towards the cream-furred dog with the tail it's holding. And he kind of starts waving the tail around. And you see very tiny, tiny bits of spark. Not a lot, just little embers at the tip of the tail.
Guys, I am not primed for a fight right now.
I'm not either. Especially if they've got fire types, juice isn't going to take too many hits.
Desmond puts his hands up away from either of his Pokeballs and just starts shuffling back towards the entrance of the alley they came from.
That would be heading towards the woman with the dog-like Pokemon.
We don't want any trouble.
I'll back away from the camera as well. Fine.
We're not fans of SAR Lumber either. I'm willing to give you the camera and your Sentret back. All I want to know is why choose this way? This stealth, sneaky way of doing it.
I want 2 different persuasion checks here. I want a persuasion check from Jorah to try and get some more information out of them. I want a persuasion check from Desmond to be allowed past.
Okay.
That is a 12 for Jorah.
Okay.
Rolling. It's gonna be a 10, Desmond.
Desmond, before you're allowed out of the alleyway, the woman's going to say, please stay right there. If you want out, we want Sentret back first, and we want the camera back first, before you all go running off to do who knows what. As for why we go about it this way, that is our business. We don't question why you go working for SAR Lumber.
Well, if it'll put your minds at ease, we're not planning on working with them ever again. We've seen firsthand what they do before we even found your little pet here. Sorry, that sounds fucked up to say in a Pokemon world. That's a little, like, charged in a way.
Yeah.
I don't like. Alright. We don't plan on working with them ever again. We've seen firsthand what they do before we even found Sentret here. I will hold up the camera, and I'll place Sentret down, and I will walk over with the camera first.
Okay. Do you walk towards the woman with the dog at her side, or the woman tossing the Pokeball on the other end of the alley?
I'm assuming the one tossing the Pokeball has been the one giving orders?
No, the one with the dog has
No.
been.
Alright, I'm going to hold the camera out in front of me, and I'm going to take a few steps towards the one with the dog, just to say, like, I'm willing to give it over, but, you know, don't hurt me once I get there.
Okay, yeah.
We're keeping Sentret here. Maybe we can get more information, but they want the camera pretty bad.
The woman will look down towards her Pokemon at her side, give a flick of her head forward, and the Pokemon will let go of its tail, let it swish behind it, walk forward. It's standing upright, grabs the camera, slings it around its shoulder, and walks back. The guy above will say, now give us back Sentret!
I just have one more question, and then I will give you back Sentret. You have my word as a trainer.
You can make a persuasion check if you'd like. This is to try and convince them.
Yeah, convince them to give me one more shot.
Essentially.
I will gladly make a check here. That is a 17.
The woman will say, all right. What's your question?
I have one question. I need to make it count.
Can I confer with my colleagues? Everybody, come here, huddle up.
Huddle up. All right, gang. We need one question that's sure to knock their socks off.
Which door would your partner say is the good door?
Wait, I mean, I doubt they're gonna tell us their end goal.
I highly doubt that. So far, the only thing we know is that yeah, they hate SAR Lumber.
Is this in character
Jorah
or out of
has-
character? Y'all are having
This is
conversation?
out of character.
know.
Out of character, just to... I think I know what question I'm going to ask, though. I think. Alright. Before I hand you back Sentret here, I want to know, how did they hurt you? Clearly, you're not going after them for money or fame. It feels like you're doing this for a personal reason. If you don't want to answer, I understand. But it seems a lot more than just something petty. Something major happened. What was it?
I need you to hear me out on this one. Make a intimidation check. Not because
Okay.
you're trying to be scary, but because, like, you're trying to get them to reveal something about themselves that something about this just screams intimidation, not in like I'm trying to scare you, but just in a different way. Like you're betting on this being a soul read. You know what I mean?
Sure. You know, I have never shied away from a soul read. Let's do this.
I feel like there's something intimidating about trying to do a soul read, especially on a stranger. So that's why I'm saying intimidation here.
Man, the risk I took was calculated, but I am bad at math. That is a 4.
That's a 4. The woman who's been tossing the Pokeball will stop tossing it and clench it and shoot a glare down towards you, Jorah. Make a wisdom check. She's making an intimidation check on you.
Make a wisdom check, okay.
Can I make an insight check on her to see if we struck a chord?
Let me hear Jorah's check first, and then yes.
That is a 16.
Okay. There's a moment when your heart skips, but you hold your nerves. Go ahead and make that insight check, Adrian.
22.
You're pretty sure Jorah just struck a chord, at least with her. You're not sure about the other two, obviously, but that definitely was a grip of anger on the Pokeball. In fact, you rolled above a 20. I'd say you also feel the anger coming from the Pokeball, Mr. Blackthorn Mystic.
I want to turn to them. I'm sorry for what you both went through, as I look to her and her Pokeball as well.
It looks like the woman's about to send out the Pokemon, not in like a, oh, I feel bad way, but like in a, I'm about to fuck you up kind of way. And there's no need for an insight check on that. Then the woman with the dog says, all right, that's enough. Are you going to return Sentret or not? And you see once again, that dog is grabbing its tail and swishing it around, and you see little embers around it.
Jorah's gonna kind of look back at Adrian and Desmond, just give a quick nod. I will pick up Sentret, and I will hold Sentret, and I will walk up as far as they'll let me, and I will deliver Sentret to them.
Okay. You walk open to the woman with this dog Pokemon. You hand Sentret over tentatively. She takes Sentret while the Pokemon down at her side is still holding on to the camera. And she just says, thank you. May we never meet again. And there will be a moment when I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Deploying
Okay.
flashbang.
You can, but it's literally like a flash of light goes off in the alleyway.
Gosh.
So, 9.
14.
19.
Ooh, okay, Mr. 14 and Mr. 19. The man from above dropped some sort of capsule that then blasts into light. Adrian, you are blinded by this. The other two, it's a moment when you have to blink to adjust your eyes, and then you hear
Wait, Adrian?
the three... Sorry. Sorry. Jorah, I'm getting everybody's... Gosh, I feel like a mom. I'm mixing all my kids' names up. The man from above, he dropped a capsule that then explodes into a blast of light. Adrian and Desmond, you see this and are able to adjust your eyes. Jorah, there is a moment when you're caught off guard and just... Flashbang. Pure white screen. You're not able to see anything, and you're like rubbing your eyes and you're like, ah!
Heck!
While you're doing that, Jorah, you have no idea what's happening. Desmond, Adrian, you don't see immediately, but you're able to put together. These people are running off immediately. If you wanted, you could see where they're going. Your flashbang effect runs off a little faster than Jorah's.
Yeah, I want to see where they're going.
They're going in completely different directions, of course. The woman with the Pokeball runs down the opposite end of the alley, takes a left. The woman with the holding the sentient in the camera, they break off, they go right. The man above actually jumps over the rooftop to the other building, forming the alley. They're trying to mix you up, make you guys seem lost.
Can I send out Silky and Mystic Bond and have Silky follow the woman with the Pokeball? Stealthily?
You can certainly try. Go ahead, you send out Silky, make a stealth check for Silky.
That's a natural 20 for a 24.
All right, time
That's
to
what
make
we
a
like to
check.
see.
Okay. Another check. Okay. Yeah. Adrian. Silky will follow this woman running down the streets of Violet City for a moment. There's not a lot of people out this late at night. Then eventually she turns down, left, to another alleyway. Then in that alleyway, she takes a right, takes a left, takes a, reverse, trying to lose anybody who might be following her, but Silky's following the entire way. And I should say she's not running, she's not trying to draw attention. It's essentially two people stealthing, and one of the people is following the first person. That said, eventually, after probably about a good 30 minutes, following the woman, you would have seen at some point she would have clicked a Pokeball, drawn the dog back into its ball, and she would have taken the camera. About halfway through, she would have met up with the man on the roof, returned the sentient to him. I want Silky to make another stealth check to continue following after that.
That's a 10.
Luckily, they don't notice her immediately, but there is a moment, Silky, when your tail brushes up against a crate just left out in the alleyway, and you think for a second you're about to get caught. But they don't react. They're just come on, we need to go. And they both, at this point in this alleyway, they actually threw off whatever outfits they were on, and they exit kind of looking more civilian-like. I didn't mention it earlier, but they were wearing purple shirts and pants. They change out of those once they meet up, and they go separate directions. If Silky wants to try to continue following one of them, she may.
Yeah, she's gonna continue trying to follow.
Whom?
The lady with the dog.
Okay. Go ahead, make another stealth check.
That's a 7.
Yeah. Almost immediately after Silky leaves the alley to try and follow this woman, the woman is standing there. Silky basically runs into her oh, I did not expect you to be right there. And she's got her arms crossed and she's tapping her foot. What are you doing here following me? She's raising an eyebrow. Dratini aren't from around here, and she looks down at the camera, kind of groans. Why are you following me? She says to Silky. How does Silky respond?
Silky looks dumbfounded, trying to play it off as I'm just in the street, I'm just lost.
Make a deception check.
Oh, just hanging around.
That's a 16!
Silky's playing it off, playing dumb, I don't know what you're talking about. I was going this way. And Silky will hear, and you'll hear this as well, Adrian. Look, I don't care. Just tell your trainer not to follow me. We don't want you getting involved in our business. And she'll turn around and she'll leave. But she will be looking over her shoulder, checking if Silky's continuing to follow her.
Can I make an insight check into what she said with whether, what's her tone? Is that forewarning of you don't want to go down this route, or is this threatening as in we will screw you up?
Make an insight check, Adrian.
That's a 9.
You're not able to tell.
Okay.
You get mystic interference. Shit, there's static on this channel.
It's just Desmond yelling in your ear. Adrian, what do you see?
I can't hear you.
That's true.
Desmond is yelling so loud,
I'm
he's
shaking
causing
you.
spatial
You're just-
interference.
No, that's actually definitely what's happening. That's canon now.
Adrian, what do you see? Oh, wait. Yeah, me.
Yeah, for you other two, you've been standing in this alleyway for like 30 minutes. What have you been up to? Actually, sorry. Let's let Adrian finish this thing first. Sorry, I jumped the gun there. Adrian, what's Silky doing?
Silky's gonna return to me. This lady is very wary of Silky, and I don't think I'll be able to keep an eye out, even with the darkness helping Silky.
Yeah, Silky will return to you all after maybe about 10 minutes of having to navigate back. What are you other two doing in the alleyway while you waited? Or are you not waiting in the alleyway?
Well, my question is,
we
have we adventured with Adrian enough to realize that he is currently mystic bonding?
I do not believe Jorah has experienced Mystic Bond before, so you have no idea what's going on. Desmond has an idea, though.
Jorah's like, why isn't he moving? Is he okay?
Oh, he's got this thing where he sees through Pokemon's eyes. It's hard to explain. But he just can. He's doing something right now. Silky went off. I'm sure he's seeing what Silky is seeing right now.
You know, since leaving Sinnoh, I have learned so many things, and I don't think I can ever explain any of them. Do you understand how much that hurts as a man of science?
No?
It hurts a lot.
I guess I could see that.
Well, what do we do with him in the
Do we
meantime?
want to... We could walk him... We could, like, hold his hand and try to guide him back to the Pokemon Tower where we came from?
Can he
What he's
see?
doing. No, he can't. Or hear. I should have thought of that before I yelled at him.
Jorah's gonna think for a moment. Well, I guess we could try to carry him, and if that fails, we could drag him.
Jorah, make an intelligence check real quick.
That is a natural 20 for a 23.
You're starting to talk about, what are you going to do with Adrian? Are you going to move him? Blah, 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 blah. And then you realize, you need to stay where you are, otherwise Silky's not going to know where he's at to return to.
Right. That's part of sending out a recon team, is they need to come back. Well, find a comfortable patch of dirt, I guess.
Okay, I'll just do my journaling for the day right now. It's been a crazy one.
I could say that again. Jorah is going to... He's going to sit down next to Juice, actually, and just look at him for a moment, admiring the lengths that Rowan has gone to make Juice not as hostile, and just say, So, sorry about keeping you in the PC for a few days. I can't imagine that was comfortable.
Desmond will look up from his journal and at Jorah and just say, wait, does this mean that Busby is with Professor Rowan right now?
Well, logically speaking. And then you see his, eyes widen. I'm so fired.
Smash cut to the Rowan lab on fire in Sinnoh.
Smash. Rowan frantically ordering cans of Raid.
I have a question. You said Heap's Pokeball was shaking, right?
Yeah.
Can I roll a check to see if Heap forces himself out of the Pokeball to eat trash?
Roll a D100 check.
Oh no.
Okay, so what are we looking for? Because that's a 90.
Not good enough. Heap remains in the Pokeball, though he is trying. He, sees outside of him, he's like, food! Buffet! After a little while, Silky will return, and Adrian, you can come out of Mystic Sense if you would like.
As Silky lays in my lap, I get out of this meditative stance. Alright, so I was able to follow them for a while, Silky and I, but we got caught eventually.
Well, Silky doesn't seem to have taken too much damage, so couldn't have been that bad.
No, they let us
Did
go.
you get... That's good. Did you get any new information?
Well,
If you want to make like a retroactive perception check on what they look like.
yeah. 19?
Yeah, really good, really good. Cast in a dim glow, thanks to some streetlights outside the alley, you would have noticed that the man was dressed like maybe an office worker of some kind underneath, and he had spiky black hair, little overgrown, with some glasses. The woman, she had black hair with kind of red blocking on the edges, and she, underneath whatever that outfit was, though, she was wearing a white, yellow, and light blue running top with some light blue running shorts, some shoes, and she tied her hair back in a ponytail. Maybe a little bit after Silky began moving on, she started into the appearance of a late night jog.
So an office worker and a jogger. Well, I suppose it's a start. We've been trying to keep a low profile while you're doing your... whatever that was.
Yeah, what do you call that? You never said.
I just bond with my Pokemon. I connect with them.
Okay.
I don't really have a name for it, truthfully.
Jorah kind of thinking back to earlier today with the Stantler. Huh. Is that something you control, or is that just something that happens?
The best way to say it is I have an intuition with Pokemon, and that's what that was with Stantler, I believe. This was something I can control.
Well, we've been just trying to keep everything on the lowdown over here while you've been gone.
And we hope that Jorah still has a job upon his return to Sinnoh.
Oh, why's that?
So you know how Juice is here?
Oh no, Busby's at the lab.
Busby's at the lab.
Busby's at the lab.
Juice clicks and clacks his pincers. Busby is at the lab.
Your mystic senses appear to deliver this comedically timed piece of info.
Absolutely.
Dude, Loki, I love Juice already. He's so chill.
So, going to have to check in with him tomorrow, among other things.
Well, in the meantime,
We-
let's get back to the Pokemon Center, because all of our Pokemon are looking worse for wear.
If it's all the same to you, I would not mind a good night's sleep.
Yes.
Yes,
Go.
Yeah, we're gonna head back to the Pokemon Center now.
I will recall Juice back into his Pokeball.
Perfect, yeah. You heal up with Nurse Joy. You go to sleep. Congratulations, you get a long rest, everybody. Ha ha ha.
Yippee!
Baskerville is Backerville.
Baskerville is
We're so back.
Backerville.
We're so back.
We're so Baskerville. But yeah, you all wake up at the Pokemon Center with the weird events of yesterday behind you. What would you all like to do? How do you all meet up?
Over
Sure.
we meet up
Oh,
over
oh,
breakfast.
oh. Desmond, make
Wait.
a D100 check with advantage because you
Yeah.
have an incubator.
Yeah. 80.
80. Perfect. The egg's feeling a little warm.
Ooh. Guys, I may have a use for my PC soon.
Oh, yeah, the egg.
Well, it's just feeling very warm. I think it's going to hatch soon.
Oh, well, just keep us updated on that because I would sure like to see our new friend. I'm a little tired. Sleep
Fair
last
enough.
night was very difficult. Did either of you sleep well?
No, and honestly, it has me more fired up than normal trying to get to the bottom of SAR Lumber.
We have bigger Veluza to worry about right now.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, Sprout Tower, for one. I know that's something you've been wanting to start progress on. Number two, SAR Lumber is rather large. And If every foreman out there has something about as strong as that Conkeldor, then we're going to need a bit more power behind us before we make any major moves against them.
Oh, I'm not saying we go and do anything like that. I don't want to stoop as... Never mind. I'm thinking maybe you mentioned maybe talking to someone in the Melon Company. We know Eris, though. Maybe
Yes.
Eris could pull something up?
I was going to talk to Eris. Maybe we could find something about SAR Lumber doing illegal harvesting? And I also wanted to get profiles on those thieves. If you three know them, there's a chance others might as well. What were their names? Kled?
BB and Jet.
BB and Jet. If they're Pokemon thieves, they should be brought to justice, or at the very least, people need to know about them. So either way, I'm going to have to head to the Melon Company representatives today. And I should probably call Rowan, or whoever's running the lab right now. In short, I have a lot of calls to make today.
Well, then... Let's get started on those, because I want to see if I can try and call the Dragon's Den. And then after that, maybe we talk to... Eris.
Desmond, any burning plans for the day?
Not particularly. I'd like to reattempt the gym at some point.
That reminds me, Adrian, when are you planning on reattempting that?
Well, I think Monica and Silky are strong enough to take it on now. And, well, I just need to be... smarter.
Right.
We can go shopping. Come with me. Boys Mall Day. Let's go. I would like to buy a pair of skates at some point.
Jor
Because
looks...
I had some back home and I did not bring any with me because I was on vacation.
Oh, right. You know, it took me until right now to realize that that's only not outlandish for you.
What?
Well, you're... the air battles and stuff. You're a... what do they call them? A daredevil.
Oh. Oh, yes. Rock climbing, all that. Not very many rocks around this city.
What kind of held items can I find that I'm able to use in the gym at the Pokemart?
Are you guys going to the Pokemart, or are you taking care of some other stuff?
I feel like we could go to the mart first, stock up on supplies, and then we could split up. Because Jor's going to be at the Melon Company building for a while, I think.
I feel like we're all gonna be there because we all want to talk to Eris and do digging.
You also have Eris's number.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Ew.
Let's go shopping, then call Eris.
Ah, yes, call Eris during business hours.
Oh, yeah, we do have to wait till 5.
Or before business hours!
Oh, yeah, let's just call her now.
Jor didn't think of it either, so my +3 to intelligence ain't doing much.
Jorah would have thought of it.
Yeah, we're gonna call Eris.
Beep, boop, boop,
Does-
boop, boop, boop.
I was gonna say, does the Pokemon Center have a phone we could use, or do we just have
I've got
phones? I
my-
forget.
You've got a few options here if you want to call some people. You do have Desmond's Melon Bow. Eris's number is in there. I remember that from session 14, luckily. Additionally, every Pokemon Center has a call terminal. The call terminal requires 50 Pokédollars, essentially 50 cents, to use. The last few days, the call terminals have been shaky on their usability. So there's no guarantee that you'll be able to reach whoever you want to reach unless that has been repaired in the last day or two. Just as a note.
I mean,
We have the Melon Bow.
What-
Might as well do it for
we
free.
do have the Melon Bow. However, we all know that it's shaky, correct?
Yeah, because
yes.
I wasn't able to reach Blackthorn.
Okay. Jor's gonna walk up to whoever's running this, if it's a nurse bot or if it is an actual Nurse Joy.
There's no one running it. It's literally just a device that you go to in the
Oh.
Pokemon Center.
Well, I want to ask if I could repair it or try to, and I don't just want to do that.
It's less of a this machine is busted and more it's a system thing.
The actual signal is messed up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll use the Melon Bow then.
Who would you like to call first?
Well, we all want to reach Eris, probably her first.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, contacts. Oh, there's only 3. Eris. Call.
Bada-ding, 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 bada-ding. Bloop. Uh, hello? Is that you, Desmond?
Yes, it's me, Desmond. I'm here with Adrian and Jorah.
Hello.
Yeah, and you guys will see it's an actual, like, holocron, essentially, of Eris.
Hello.
She's kind of like got her hair tied up. Looks like she maybe is making breakfast in the morning, just got out of the shower or something like that. And she's like, "What can I help you guys out with? What's with the call?"
Well, a few things actually. We have some questions, and also we may need to report some bad characters.
Is this like Melon Company stuff?
Jor kind of looks over to Adrian. Is it?
This is more of a personal favor to see if you know or can find anything.
We have some potential Pokemon thieves that we need to see if we can put out or find information about. Since you're Melon Company and you're higher up than I am, certainly, we wondered if you'd be able or willing to help us?
I'm not a part of any security teams. I would say your best bet would be the Violet City Police Department.
There's another thing we're wondering if we could ask you.
Okay.
We were doing work with SAR Lumber, and it almost feels like they were deliberately targeting Pokemon nests out in the woods and over-harvesting a lot. Do you know if you could look into anything? See if they are over-harvesting, or maybe they're trampling over Pokemon sanctuaries or anything like that? Something just doesn't ring right.
What he's trying to get across, if you need something more direct, we think they're going about this illegally. Maybe there's something in the past or new agreements that they're in violation of?
I could try looking into it. It's gonna be hard, if I'm being honest, just because I'm Melon Company, but I'm more on our research and development side. I'm not really on our client-facing side. I've not worked with much of the SAR equipment, but I can look into it. I can see maybe what's going on, but if you're looking into something illegal, that'd be a Violet City Police Department issue. I don't have jurisdiction over that.
Anything you can find out would be a big help for us. Even if you don't find anything, we figured we'd use the resources we have. We should definitely go to the police department after this, though.
Do you have anything solid? Or is this just conjecture right now?
They hired those Pokemon thieves we were talking about. They were hired on a security detail.
Oh. Well, that's certainly strange. Definitely take it to the Violet City Police Department. If anything's illegal going on, they would want to know, and that would be more their jurisdiction than the Melon Company's, really.
Of course.
No, fair enough.
I can't offer you much on if SAR is doing anything illegal, but at the very least I can clear some air on some things. I can tell you for sure we supply a lot of their equipment. I could maybe see if we have anybody auditing them and their use of it. I know a lot of what they collect using our equipment is lumber for building foundations for the most part. There is a portion of it that goes to furniture. I've never had any of it myself. It's very high end for the most part from what I've been told. Something about their process when they make the wood is extremely secretive. They describe it as sturdy as rock after it's gone through whatever process they use. Whatever it is, it's been very profitable for them, given that Jota's economy has been growing and population has been swelling up over the last 10 years.
A trade secret? Or something else?
I don't know. I've never looked into it. I've always been more of a data analyst.
Well, either way, we appreciate you doing what you can for us here. That is something we could look into, though. Though how we're going to get there after the stunt we pulled.
What's done?
Oh, well... Jorah kind of scratches his head, gives a little chuckle, looks over at Adrian.
After Jorah looks over at Adrian. Desmond turns his head over to Jorah and says, yeah, tell her what you did.
I mean, it was your idea, as I motion to Adrian to...
Yeah, Adrian does not feel embarrassed as he speaks of they were targeting a Pokemon nest, and in a rage after finding out that these Pokemon thieves were hired, I stood up in protest.
What do you mean they were targeting a Pokemon nest?
There were
We...
3 Pokemon nests in trees that they were trying to cut down. Pokemon were fighting back. But that's besides the point. Are they even allowed to target Pokemon nests?
I don't know. That would... Was this out on Route 36?
Yes.
That might be a question for the Pokemon Rangers. I don't know where their nearest headquarters is. I know we were at that ranger station out on between Route 35 and 36, but I think their nearest might be on Route 37.
We still have some unfinished business in this city, though. Eris, while we have you here, do you know if any other cities might be a bit easier to succeed on a gym challenge in? Or is Violet City typically the first stop? If we head to another city following Route 37, maybe we can hit another city, get a different badge, and then investigate there? We can always come back to Violet City.
Well, nearest gym from Violet City would probably be Agritique. From what I've heard, I'm not a challenger or anything. But easiest, from what I hear, Faulkner usually takes it fairly easy on his opponents. He works at the trainer school, so he knows not to beat them down too hard.
Either way, I'm not leaving here until I get my badge from Faulkner.
As am I.
Well, that idea's out then. Though it would be a good idea to brush up on who is actually the leader in Critique.
That is, yes.
Would I know who it is?
I would say make a history check. I would say with advantage.
Thank you. That's a 9.
You know you have seen him around before. But you cannot remember his name. You just know he's a blonde guy.
Oh, it's someone who's blonde.
George just kind of looks over. That's all you got?
None of us are blonde. It's more descriptive than saying he has brown hair.
Well, good to know it's not one of us.
I wish I was a gym leader sometimes.
Rattata chuckles at Desmond's joke.
Thank you, Ratata. You understand me.
Do we have any other questions for Eris while we've got her here?
Nah, I got all mine out.
I'm good.
I think
Thank you
that's...
for your time, Eris. Sorry to interrupt your morning routine.
Oh, no issue. I was just getting breakfast before going to work. I'll let you all know what I find later today about anything with auditing. And you all let me know what you find regarding anything with the police or the Rangers.
Of course.
Oui.
Thank you very much.
Merci.
And she'll click.
Well, looks like we've got a pretty full day ahead of us.
Yes, we do.
Do you want to head to Sprout Tower first, or do you want to go to the police first?
Well, if we're gonna go to Sprout Tower, we need to grab something to help repair stuff there, so the Pokemon might be a better place to stop first.
Oh, can't argue with that logic.
I'm going to get a doorknob.
You guys have a latch. You already bought the latch.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
You did? Oh, I forgot about that.
You know what? I can lore this. I can do this in character. Jorah's going to reach into his bag to pull out one of those mini cakes that Kayla gave us a few days ago, because, you know, as a treat. And his hand bumps into something cold and metallic. And he goes, ow! He pulls it out, and it is a latch for Sprout Tower.
Oh, but let's hit Sprout Tower first in that case.
When did I buy this?
Yesterday, I think?
I have no memory of this, but I'll believe you. Jorah's going to kind of put it in a different pocket, its own pocket. Alright, well, are we ready to head out?
We should go to the cops.
Should we head to the police first then, and then we can hit Sprout Tower?
Yeah, because if we let them know sooner, who knows, maybe they can investigate sooner and get back with information.
Yes, we'll make our way over to the police station.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head over to the Violet City Police Department.
On the way there, are either of you good at drawing?
Not. I could give it a shot. Why do you ask?
We don't have photographs of them or anything, and I'm sure there are more than one person named Cled, Jet, and BB, so it'd be nice to have a sketch of some sort to show the cops.
How many people are named BB and also have hair that vibrant?
You'd
You
be
make a-
surprised.
When we get there, let's do a sketch of what they look like and Pokemon they have on them.
You all enter into the Violet City Police Department. There is a glass panel separating the front desk from the waiting room. There is a officer there.
Excuse me?
Yes, how can I help you?
We'd like to report some Pokemon thieves.
Ah, that's very worrying. And he'll grab some papers, some report, slide them under the glass panel towards you all, and we'll say, here's a report, go ahead, fill that out, and then we'll have a officer come out to speak with you in a moment.
Alright. Start filling out the information.
Make a intelligence check, Adrian, to accurately recount the situation with advantage because you have Desmond and Jorah helping you.
Okay. That is a 13.
Not too hard. A detective will come out, blue hair, kind of curled at the end. Hello, I'm Detective Jenny. What can I do to help you? We've got report of a trio of Pokemon thieves, is that correct?
Back at the PAWC, these 3 Pokemon thieves, BB, Jet, and their leader, Cled, posed as guards. We stopped them and they were reported to the Goldenrod Police Department, but I guess in the chaos they escaped somehow. A couple of days later, well, just yesterday, we were out working with SAR Lumber, and they were hired on as guards.
And then halfway through the job, they fled and robbed the supervisor.
Oh dear.
And also attacked us.
Burglary, assault, and Pokemon thievery. And you're positive these are the same people. It seems an odd coincidence that you'd run into them a second time.
It's very possible I called them out that they should be in jail, and they turned tail and ran with the Snubble, Pichu, Sneasel, and Teddiursa soon after, and they had those exact same Pokemon earlier.
That's important to know. Very well. And you said they were working under SAR Lumber?
Yes, they were.
Very well. Do you know if they were aware of this?
We don't know. The supervisor seemed confused by the entire situation, but it seemed like the foreman was in charge of hiring, as we had to go through him as well.
I'll tell you what. If you all wait here for a moment, I will go check our database very soon.
Of course.
I mean, Foreman Jennings didn't really give us a background check or anything when we volunteered.
It was really just, can you stand up to Conkelder? Or do you have a badge case with a badge in it?
And I'd say they might be able to stand up to Conkelder.
Yes, it doesn't seem like exactly the best practice for hiring.
I guess as long as you can command Pokemon half decently.
After maybe 10 minutes, Officer Jenny will come back and she'll say, Alright, I looked into the database, shared amongst the police departments. It doesn't look like these Pokemon thieves have been logged or registered or anything like that. I followed up very briefly with the Goldenrod City Police Department. They patched me through to the security guards who worked the case at the PAWC. Sounds like in the chaos they escaped. So that's why they weren't processed. It's very likely that whatever went on with SAR Lumber in their hiring process, they weren't aware of their criminal history because of that.
That makes sense. We're going to need to make those sketches then.
Yes, and you said they fled. Do you know what direction they fled?
They fled toward...
They fled towards the bottom of the map, but I don't know if that's south.
They went south. Jorah was correct. They went south.
They went south.
Yes, south at some point near the forests around here on Route
We were
36?
we were with Edge Team when they fled.
You were with Edge Team? What is that?
That's the designation they use for the different teams at SAR Lumber.
Yes, there's multiple teams. There's Edge Team, there's Deep Team. Truth be told, we're not familiar with that nomenclature.
Very well. So they fled while you were with Edge Team.
No, with Deep Team. That's all bad. We started off with Edge Team and then we went to Deep Team.
We will look into this. Though, truth be told, if this happened out on Route 36, there is a good chance it is outside police jurisdiction.
Alright. By the way, I have a question.
Yes, what is it?
Do you know what the laws are with targeting Pokemon nests for lumber?
That is also outside our jurisdiction. That is a Pokemon Ranger question.
Do you know where the nearest station is, or if you can get us into contact with one?
The nearest station is out on Route 37, or they can be contacted at their headquarters in the capital, in Goldenrod.
I'm not sure if we're willing to make the trek back to Goldenrod. Route 37 might be our best bet then.
Well,
Is Route 37 south of Violet City?
Northwest.
Northwest.
You would have to
okay.
go through Route 36 to get to Route 37. And we can say you're looking at Desmond's GPS, his map function on the melon bow, and basically you have to head west on Route 36, then you start heading north on Route 37, and then eventually you reach Akritique. It's in the opposite direction, essentially, of the ruins of Alf, which was a thing of interest
a few sessions ago. I do remember Ruins of Alf being mentioned, but...
yeah, a ton of protests going on there, apparently.
Oh, maybe we could ask, by the way, do you know anything about those protests done at the Ruins of Alf?
outside our jurisdiction. From what I've heard, it's people upset with some sort of project going on up there, though I don't know what kind. I'm busy trying to help what I can with the investigations happening related to the PAWC right now.
We'll have to do some investigating or looking around ourselves then. That's something we probably could have asked Eris now that I'm thinking about it, but didn't think about it at the time.
Well, no, because I thought we heard about it from Eris initially.
You've heard about it from a couple people. You've heard about it from Sprout Tower, you've heard about a little bit of it from Eris, you've heard a little bit about it from Pierre, if you remember him.
Yep,
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Pierre.
out on Route 36.
He's the guy that owns essentially the Pokemon orphanage because SAR Lumber is taking their homes.
Is that what I... That's not what I said. The fuck?
No,
That's what
it's
I
a
remember it as.
It's a garden.
He has a garden.
I mean, garden, Poke Orphanage, what's the difference?
A big one.
I don't know, man. To me, he's doing good work either way, so same thing. I do have one question, actually. I understand that you're already swamped with the PAWC, and I understand, but have you heard anything about missing Melon Company interns?
Let me roll for her. She shakes her head and just says, "No, unfortunately we've not made any progress on any of the missing persons cases."
I understand. I'm supposed to be looking for them myself. I'm an intern, but simply have a lot to catch up on.
Jorah, just so you know, that they never asked you to go looking for the interns.
Okay, but it was mentioned, and if I don't look for them, that's kind of a dick move if I'm in the area.
If you find anything out, be sure to let us know. Though, I know I've said it a lot with things being outside our jurisdiction. We're mainly not crossing those lines right now just because we're focusing all efforts on this PAWC investigation.
I understand. It's not exactly a small issue. If I find anything, I'll be sure to report it as soon as I can.
Thank you. If that is all, then I will get back to my investigation.
Thank you for your time. Good luck
Yes,
in what you're doing.
Detective Jenny Woolley, what do you all do?
Oh, I think that's just about all we can do right here, right now.
Go to Sprout Tower and give him the latch.
Yeah.
Okay. You all head out to Sprout Tower, cross the bridge across Bell Lake, and arrive at the dilapidated door.
I think we just start replacing the latch, and if someone
Just-
comes... Well, because if someone comes down and sees us working, they're going to see we're trying to help.
I mean, okay. Jorah will help you. I do have, I don't know if mechanics tools would work here, unfortunately.
We'll treat it as a mechanics tools check. Let's see how fast you can get it done.
Alright. Dirty 20.
You guys blink, and it's a new latch. And Jorah like wipes his brow of like one bead of sweat.
Oh, man, that wood is not safe.
Wow, Jorah, that was quick.
I've had a lot of practice fixing things. You would not believe how often technology goes down.
Well, let's see if the latch works, actually. Just want to test it really quick.
Yeah, it's a latch. It works. It doesn't pop out anymore. There is a moment when you open the door, though, and Brother Nico is there, and he's like, "Hi!"
Oh, hello. Hey, brother Nico.
Yeah, I saw you guys working down here. What's going on? You're not doing anything that would make Brother Troy angry, right? And he smiles.
I think our
Wait.
existence makes him mad.
Probably.
We're replacing the lock so that way people can't just break in.
No, we have the opposite problem.
I know, but a working door is nice.
True. It'd also be nice if we could get some visitors here. That's the main problem. No one comes around here anymore. Got Brother Troy all bitter and Elder Lee just... He's sad, man.
Do you think survivors of the PAWC would want to come around here to have some comfort?
He looks around the inside, sees the creeping vines, the holes in the floorboards, the dust everywhere. I would not call this a trauma center if I were you.
Not necessarily a trauma center, but just kind of like everyone helping each other out. I don't want to say refugee camp, but it's the closest thing I can think of.
We don't have the people for that. It's just 3 of us. Even if you say brought 20 people here, that'd be too much for Elder Lee, Brother Troy, and I. Some of our brothers and sisters are up at the ruins of Alf right now, but we don't know when they're going to return, if ever. They've been up there for weeks now.
What's going on out there? We keep hearing about it.
Lots of different things. They just heard that there was a protest, and so they went and they left. For at least 2 months now, it's just been us 3 here. We don't get a lot of news, not a lot of visitors. We don't have any fancy kiosks or televisions here, so we only get what people tell us. It's a simpler life, but it has its downsides.
This is a thought I had it a while ago, but the coming of age ritual hasn't been happening.
Yeah, for like at least 5 years now.
When we were at the Pokemon Center, there were a couple of trainers there who were trying to prepare for the gym battle because they're trying to return home. What if we could somehow start something like the coming of age ritual again? Brew interest in that with foreigners and then the locals. Maybe we work alongside the training school.
And use the coming of age ritual to prepare for the gym challenges. 2 birds with 1 stone.
And that also brings people here.
I don't know. I've not met any of these people. If you think it's possible, I can see if Brother Troy will sign off on it.
I'll see if I can find people who might be interested in something like that. And then I'll come back to you, alright?
Okay. Yeah. I know Brother Troy's a little bit of a stick up his butt, but you're welcome here, Adrian. If you can get something to, like, bring hope back to Troy and Lee. So, Brother Troy and Elder Lee. I think things can turn around here at Sprout Tower. It's gonna take, unfortunately, a little more than a fixed latch to get this place back to what you heard it once was.
I know it's going to take more than that. And I'll come back when I have some better news.
Hey, the way I see it, Sprout Tower is important. No matter what condition something gets into, if it's important, you work your best to put it back to the way it was. If the stories that we've all heard are even half true, then this place needs to stick around, you know? We'll find people. We'll make them care.
Make a charisma check, Jorah.
That is a full-on +0. That's a 12.
I certainly hope so. I believe if anyone can do it, it'd be you 3. You have spunk in your step. That's something that we're missing here. And thank you for fixing our latch.
Of course. If Brother Troy is okay with a few extra visitors, then maybe we can get something going.
Speaking of Brother Troy, you hear, coming through one of the broken floorboards on the floor above, you hear a voice shout, Nico! Where are you? I need help! There's another floorboard that's about to give way! And Nico's like, sorry, I gotta go. Best sneak out so that he doesn't hear you.
Yes. We're gonna sneak out now.
Yeah, we're gonna very carefully walk away so that he does not know we were here.
And so we also don't break another floorboard.
Yeah, well, you were never allowed inside. This happened outside.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. What are you all doing?
Shopping.
We should probably hit the Pokemart and stock up on some stuff, even though Desmond is going to be the only one that's really going to be buying a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Pokemart as well.
Yeah. As you all are walking towards the Pokemon, Desmond,
Mm-hmm.
there is a ring on your melon bow.
Oh.
It's Eris.
Oh. Oh, guys, I'm getting a call from Eris. Gather around. I
Oh.
answer it.
Yeah.
Hi, Eris.
Hi, Desmond. And she's like, shh, I gotta keep it down. I'm still at work.
Oh, okay.
I should be out pretty soon. But I looked into a little bit of the
Okay.
auditing. This is weird.
In what way?
We've not sent an audit team out to SAR Lumber in months.
I mean, I know
That is weird.
the Melon Company and SAR Lumber aren't, shy about working for each other, but this seems to go beyond that.
Hopefully not. Let's just say it'd be weird if we both were working for this company and also finding and stumbling upon something that required some whistleblowing, if you will.
I guess I've never been fired from two places at once.
I, for one, would like to keep my job, so if we could keep things from now on the down low until you can get some more information. Do you have any idea on how you could do that?
It's an idea, but we could sneak onto Route 36 and see their operations. If the Melon Bow has a camera, I don't know if it does, we can take photos of them.
Isn't that kind of, not our thing?
After their rebellion, I stayed the rest of the shift by myself, and afterwards, the foreman, Mr. Jennings, gave me a number for an employee hotline. I wouldn't want to be a mole or anything, but that's something.
What would you do with it?
I don't know. Ask questions? I wouldn't want to ask too many questions. They'd get suspicious.
You'd also have to bank on your average employee knowing what's going on.
This is true. We'll figure something out.
Something tells me that they're a bit more than just a lumber company.
And, well, they're also only doing the lumber on Route 36, and the nearest ranger station is in Route 37 over a day away.
Maybe we could... Well, not sure how much an intern and a data analyst could do. Maybe we could request an audit of SAR Lumber? See how they respond?
No, wait, Jorah, I just thought of something.
Shoot.
When did the Pokemon Ranger Station close?
Oh, goodness. When did that happen? In my notes, it says Outpost is at least 3 years abandoned. So, a while ago. It was, I don't know, 3-ish years ago? If it's connected, then SAR Lumber's dragging its feet.
I don't know, but just something tells me the lack of a Pokemon Ranger's influence out here is allowing SAR Lumber to make moves.
Well, they could also be dealing with the PAWC incident. I'm sure there's plenty of Pokemon that are either separated from their trainers or causing a ruckus.
That is true. I wish there was a
That
way
is-
for us to, call that station or something.
Eris, would you just so happen to have the ranger station's phone number?
No, I don't deal with rangers a lot, unfortunately. If anyone would have their number that I know, it would be probably Faulkner. He is gym leader here in Violet City after all, so he has some governing power.
I could go talk to Faulkner. I mean, I have the badge. It's worth a shot.
If he's not at the gym right now, he'd be at the trainer school.
Let's go to the training school and see if he's there.
If not, we can make a stop at the gym. Maybe not for a rematch, but for a chat.
If you all are continuing off the bridge spanning Bell Lake, you would pass by the gym. It is there.
Oh, well, Jim first. If he's not there, he's probably at the ranger school. Trainer school, my bad.
Do you all go into the gym?
Sure. We're on the way.
Okay, yeah.
Jorah would probably want to head up to the front desk and... Is anyone, waiting there?
Yeah, same gentleman from your gym challengers. He's sitting there and he's like, hello, challenger. Oh, welcome back.
Hello. I was wondering, is Falconer free currently? And also, is he around or is he at the trainer school?
Let me check. May I ask what this is about?
How do I get my message across without potentially incriminating Falconer?
We need to talk to some Pokemon Rangers, but we don't have a way to get in contact with any.
And if we can avoid it, we'd prefer not to leave Violet City going out on an expedition.
Make a persuasion check. One of you two.
Jorah.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
An 8. Okay. The desk worker will pause for a moment and be like, you just want to call some Pokemon Rangers? I'm afraid Gym Leader Falconer can't take time out of his day as teacher, gym leader, and leader of Violet City for something as small as that.
When we were out in the woods, we came across some equipment of theirs that we still have, and we're hoping we can get in contact to arrange a return.
Right. And I will pull out the old Poke gear and the charger cord.
Adrian, make a I'm going to actually say no, this is a deception check.
That was the intention, yes. A 14.
You would be able to mail it to their headquarters in Goldenrod City if that is the case.
Gosh, do we keep pushing or do we just accept the loss? I don't want this guy to be suspicious of us, especially since you guys need to redo your challenges.
Well, okay, we also have a question of, I guess, legality of something? But everyone we've asked says we need to talk to a Pokemon Ranger for it, and we...
And so now you're coming to speak with the manager, he says with a sly grin.
Essentially, yes?
Have you spoken with a Pokemon Ranger yet?
No, the closest station is on Route 37.
What are you not telling me? You come here, you say you just want to talk with Falconer. Then you claim it's to return some equipment. Now you're claiming it's a question of legality. What is going on? If this is an emergency that needs to be brought to Gym Leader Falconer's attention, I would truly recommend you treat it with such urgency.
Well, that's the thing. We're not sure if it is or isn't, because we're not working with all the information either.
What is it?
We were doing work with Saw Lumber, but it seemed like they were going after Pokemon nests.
Unintentionally, targeting them to go out of their way to do so. We spoke with a melon company representative. We learned a few things, namely, they had not been properly audited in a few months. We're wondering if there's a connection here, but the only people we can talk to are either Pokemon Rangers, who are at least a day's travel away, or maybe Falconer can help.
Make another persuasion check, Jorah.
Yes. I'm going to burn a use of Jury Rig Knowledge.
Go for it.
Come on, bro. All
You
right.
have got to be kidding me.
So that's a natural 1.
What's the total?
3. To be fair, what I told him is kind of unbelievable.
So you're telling me you believe there's some sort of conspiracy between the Melon Company and SAR Lumber to deliberately attack Pokemon nests that have cost SAR Lumber thousands of dollars in damages? Why would they do that? Why would they go after Pokemon nests when it damages their equipment so much?
I don't know, maybe it's something to... I don't know, that's why we're trying to find out what's going on.
Because I've rolled a natural 1, I'm going to go ahead and, in real time, do this. Well, you have brought up an excellent point, but I rebut with they, and there you have it. We'll be leaving now.
I just want to say this. You say that we say we don't know if it's an emergency and we're bringing it up to you, but then, well, no offense, it feels like it's falling on deaf ears.
Desmond is sweating nervously and off to the side, trying to just hope he's not noticed.
I hope this bench obscures me.
You like use your cap to hide your face as the secretary does look in your direction. I was like, what is he doing here? Is he here to re-challenge the gym? Is he with them? What is going on?
Well, I think this has been a very informative visit. I thank you for your time. Jorah is bright red, and he's just gonna put the Pokemon gear back in his bag and kind of lightly tug at Adrian's sleeve and just, Adrian, we're not gonna find anything here.
If you could at least pass along a message in case a miracle happens that he can spare time, could you do that?
Yes, I can pass along a message.
Thank you. You have a good day now.
So that didn't do anything, but it
No.
gave us a cool moment, I think.
At this point, I imagine we've already left the gym.
You guys have left the Violet City gym with a disappointing reception, unfortunately. Gosh, that natural one, that kind of sucks. Somebody roll me a d20. Because I feel bad.
I'll do
Sure.
it. I haven't rolled this session, I don't think. 10. Wait, no, I did, and I also rolled a 10. And I also rolled a 22 on something. Never mind. Anyway,
I swear, if it's a dragon type.
I got 10.
A 10. No, this is not a random encounter. This was a luck check.
Oh, okay.
You all are leaving the Violet City gym when you, in fact, see Faulkner eating an ice cream cone on the other side of the street.
Hey guys, look up and across the street for a second.
What? As I look up and I stare across and I see Faulkner. What? All I see is Faulkner eating an ice cream cone. Oh my gosh, that's Faulkner eating an ice cream cone. We don't need to get
Yes,
an
Faulkner
appointment.
eating an ice cream cone.
He like waves from across the street.
Let's go.
Hi guys.
Bye.
Hello. Gonna go to Faulkner.
For a second I was worried. I saw you all go into the gym and then I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to go to work soon.
No, actually, we have a request? Yeah, a request.
Oh shoot, I can spare some time. What's up?
Well, we were out doing work with SAR Lumber, and we noticed they were going after Pokemon nests. It almost seemed deliberate to not avoid them.
Deliberate how?
They were being attacked by Pokemon, multiple Pokemon at once, and going after nests, even though there were trees elsewhere in the area without Pokemon nests in them.
You're sure of this?
Very sure we were there.
You were there when they chose these trees, these nests?
No, we weren't. We were there when the attacks were happening, but there was I kind of lower my voice. We're trying to keep this on the down low.
Yes. Bring it to the gym leader. Down low. And he takes a lick of his ice cream. He chuckles to himself.
Look, Adrian just says we're just trying to get in contact with the Pokemon Ranger.
I see. I could arrange something like that. Have you tried contacting the headquarters out in Goldenrod or heading out to the station on Route 37?
The station on Route 37 we'd prefer not to make the trek before getting our gym badges, at least.
I get that.
And I'll be back very soon. I hope to see you soon there.
Look forward to it.
But, and is there a number? Do you have a number we can call to contact the headquarters?
I can fish that out for you. I just have a question. When you're saying these Pokemon were attacking them, did you see what instigated that attack? Did they do something, or did the Pokemon just attack as... I will be honest, Pokemon are wont to do. I'm sure you all have had some scrapes with some territorial Pokemon before.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We were not there when the incident broke out, so we don't know whether it was them hitting the trees or the Pokemon just jumping out to defend their home or just being territorial. We don't know.
What we're trying to get at is that it feels like, yes, the Pokemon may have just been defending their nests, but SAR Lumber felt like they were maybe going out of their way to target nests.
May I ask what basis you are making that assumption with? SAR Lumber has been a well-respected employer in the community for almost a decade now. And here you are, you're accusing them of deliberately going after Pokemon nests. And yes, that has me concerned as gym leader. But I also need to verify that this has a basis to it.
I have an ability to connect with Pokemon. I connected with a Stantler and it was defending its home. It didn't seem like it was going out of its way to attack. It was only attacking once the machines got to the trees. And once it was pushed back too far, it took as many execute as it could and ran away. It wasn't base instinct. They were defending other Pokemon.
There's also another issue that we could attack them on, which we have much more evidence for.
Well, I'd like to hear that instead. I'll be honest. Adrian, I'm sure Claire and the Dragon's Den taught you many things. A vibe check is not exactly cause for me to step in here. But what's this other evidence that you have, Jorah? I'd love to hear it.
Well, they are actively employing criminals as security detail.
Active, right now.
Well, we were there yesterday and we encountered a group of Pokemon thieves. Adrian and Desmond can both attest that they know these individuals from back at the PAWC.
Well, remember, they hadn't been processed yet. They couldn't have found him in the background check. It was before they got processed. But they did hire Pokemon thieves who we gave a report on earlier today to the police department.
Very well. I will leave that in the police department's hands unless they reach out to me in need of assistance. Is there anything else? I can arrange a call with the Rangers, but I truly do, if this has something to do with my city, I want to make sure everything here... I want to be caught up, I should say.
I was gonna say, do we have anything else?
We have the
specifically?
audit.
Yeah, but, well, okay. We can talk about that a little bit. Well,
You guys handle this. I'm going to go get an ice cream.
Alright.
Desmond will go get an ice cream.
Desmond gets an ice cream.
Desmond's like, we've been doing serious after serious after serious. I want some whimsy, damn it.
I'll turn to Jorah. If you could explain this, you have more experience with these things.
Right. Well, it's no shock when I say that we've been looking into some SAR Lumber history, and we have found a very strange thing. They have not been properly audited in roughly, over a month?
Couple of months.
Couple of months.
Hmm.
Now,
Audited by whom? I'm not sure. What's being audited? What's supposed to be audited?
that's the thing.
They
I'm
used to
actively
be.
still getting information about this myself.
From who?
From
Guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we want to drag... this is not in character. I don't know if we want to drag Eris into this with Faulkner right now.
Does Jorah lie and
She did
say
say to kind
he's
of be
been doing
hush-hush
it?
about it.
Wait, can you promise you'll keep their name out of anything official?
He furrows his brow. Why would I need to do that?
Because they're worried about losing their job if they do. Because we don't have the full situation, and they're worried about it falling back on them.
You can make a persuasion check, Adrian.
Dude, Faulkner thinks we are so fucking sketchy.
That's an 8.
I can't make any promises. He's gonna put the ice cream cone down. You three are making very serious accusations against SAR
I'm not
Lumber.
there right now.
Fine. You two are making very serious accusations against SAR Lumber, and you're being very cagey about it. I'll be honest, it's putting me off a little bit. I need to know what your sources are, because right now your source is a vibe check from one of Claire's students, and them hiring criminals, except they couldn't have known they were hiring criminals.
We heard it from Eris. And I make sure to whisper that.
He pauses and
Does
thinks.
he know who Eris is?
Yes, he does.
He made him the jetpack. The flight pack, I mean.
You're so right.
Faulkner, hearing Eris's name, will stop, pause, think. Very well. I will look into it. Do any of you have a melon bow on you?
I point to Desmond.
Who is currently getting ice
At
cream.
the ice cream stand.
I'm
Mistral
not
has
as-
chocolate ice cream on her face.
Rattata also has, like, chocolate on his face. Mistral and him are sharing.
Yeah.
He currently holds
Zephyr and I are
our-
sharing. Sorry.
Oh, what's Zephyr got?
Zephyr and I are eating strawberry.
Nice. Good choice.
Desmond currently holds our, I guess, joint melon bow.
Very well. Desmond, if you'll come over here, I'll give you a ranger number.
What? Oh, yeah. I'm holding the ice cream cones for like all the Pokemon, and I walk over and like, yeah, Adrian, can you hold this? I give him the chocolate one.
I'll hold it.
Rattata and Mistral, like, paw at it as it's taken away.
I hold it to them.
They eat it.
Thank you. Yes, here it is, and I'll like, reach out the melon bow for him to type something into, I guess.
Yeah, he will input a number, and then he will hand it back to you.
Thank you, sir.
At Eris's request, I didn't give you the actual headquarters number. I did give you the number of a friend. Old pal. He used to work down on Route 36.
All right. And who is this friend?
His name's Andy. He used to be a hiker when he was young. Told me he became a ranger because he liked living out in nature, helping out the Pokemon and everything. He was at the Route 36 station for a little while until it closed down. Haven't seen him in a few years, but last I heard, he went down to Mount Mortar. Wanted to clear his mind for a little bit. He could be anywhere now, but I worked with him a few times when he was stationed at the Route 36 station. He's a good man. He won't necessarily know maybe what's currently going on with SAR Lumber, but if we're wanting to keep this on the down low, he will know if what they're doing is illegal. And if they've done anything illegal in the past.
Thank you, Faulkner. I understand our story is hard to believe.
Extremely. And he looks at you, Adrian. But I know Eris. Eris isn't one to go looking into something and making a bigger deal out of it for no reason.
Also, just out of curiosity, did Andy used to have a bay leaf?
Yeah, he did. Why?
No, it's sorry. We were at the ranger station on Route 36 a few nights ago. Found some old pictures.
Oh, wow.
Did he ever talk about a giant area dose?
Huh? No. What?
Because that's out there, man. Ask Eris about it. She'll tell you. That's
I'm
actually
going
how we
back to
met
my
her.
ice cream. I've got a gym challenge to go attend to.
Alright, have fun.
I just love the instant.
Bro, we
what?
sound crazy.
We actively sound fucking nuts.
Guys, there's a capitalist conspiracy, and also
Big spider.
there's a big giant spider out there, and you just gotta trust us, guys. There's vibes. There's vibes.
I can connect with Pokemon.
As I said earlier, I wouldn't trust us. I think we need more evidence, guys. Call it a hunch, but I think we need more evidence. I don't know. Call it intuition.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty good at figuring this stuff out now.
Right now, Faulkner leaves. He goes back to the gym. You all are left standing there on the street side of Violet City. And with this ranger number, we will end our session there.
If we keep this up,
Yay.
we're gonna get hit with the
Yay,
boy who
guy.
cried wolf scenario very soon.
Why do you think I've been so quiet this entire session?
After a day spent searching for help against SAR Lumber, have our trainers become more suspicious than the company they investigate? Only time will tell, but questions hang in the air about Centrit's three protectors and the concerns raised by Eris's investigation.